people? It's your boy Beast Gamer Kuma here chilling, and we're about to interview with the one, the only Mike Monster Gamer. This is Mike Monsters Gaming. Am I saying that right, sir?
MMGMike, Mike's Monster Gaming. It's all the same. Either way, what's up, guys?
What's up, yo? We here for Born with a Controller Season 2, and this is my homie. We first met at the Switch event when the Nintendo Switch first came out. I had to scare some people on the line for reasons that we will not go into. But
oh yeah,
well, I found myself a fellow monster just like myself, and it's cool to meet you. And it's always been a pleasure to hang in your streams and everything like that. How you doing tonight?
that's always good. It's doing good, man. I'm always happy to hang out with you as well, man. Yeah, I can't believe it's been like 2 years since we actually met. That you're talking about that. Like, it's literally been 2 years since that event that we met up in January.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, it's cool. It's awesome seeing you do your own thing here. Thanks for having me on as a little, as a guest.
Of course. Most appreciated. I'm happy to have you on here. So, as always, the questions are going to be, fire. You can answer them as many as you want. You can answer in any way you want. And, if you don't feel comfortable, just let me know. All right?
Nice. Sounds good.
All right, cool. So, let's start things off with, what is your first gaming memory?
So, my first gaming memory actually was when I was like 6 years old. It's actually what got me into gaming in the first place.
Yeah.
It was Christmas, and I ended up getting a Nintendo 64. And from then on, that's pretty much what got me hooked into gaming. Like, my parents got me Mario Kart 64, and that pretty much got me into gaming. I was hooked to the gaming ever since then. That's what pretty much kind of turned me into a Nintendo gamer at heart.
Ooh, nice. And who was your main in Mario Kart?
Yoshi, all the way.
Oh, everybody likes them. Nyam, nyam.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Yoshi is always the best.
Oh, yeah, in Mario Kart 64, Yoshi's like one of the best 3 characters. I use him for tournaments and all that stuff. I've won a few tournaments with Yoshi in Mario Kart 64.
Well, honestly, Yoshi needs to get his revenge against the other characters anyway. They're
True.
always riding him wrong, so...
Always dropping him off a cliff.
Exactly! Jesus Christ. Alright, so in your household, were you always the player 1, or were you the player 2?
I was mainly the player 1 in my house. Like, my brother had a PlayStation 1, so that was kind of his, but for me, the N64 was pretty much mine, and all the Nintendo consoles I pretty much had growing up were pretty much mine. So whenever friends came over or anything like that, I was always player 1 in my house.
Well, that's always the rule, man. You always got to be the player 1. Everybody else get the crappy player 2's controller.
Nah, you guys you can have all the other hand-me-down controllers. I'm getting the good controller.
Alright, from your recollection then, what was the first game you soloed and conquered?
Well, I think honestly the first game I ever soloed and conquered honestly has to be Mario Kart 64, pretty much, because that's pretty much what got me into racing games in the first place. And I just remember spending a lot of hours just getting good at the game and learning all the tracks and all that stuff.
So what was your favorite CC?
Yeah, pretty much 150cc. I mean, mirror mode kind of ended up pissing me off, and I learned to kind of hate mirror mode, but 150cc is always a good time. Jesus
Christ. So would you say that Mario Kart 64 was like your concrete to knowing that you were going to be a gamer for life?
Oh, absolutely. Like, that's pretty much what got me hooked into everything gaming in the first place. It's what got me concretely into racing games. But, I like a whole variety of stuff, and Nintendo's been my go-to ever since then.
Alright, so what is your go-to, or what are the go-tos that you enjoyed mostly?
Let's see. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 one's a good series.
Gotcha.
Super Smash Brothers, Yoshi games, Kirby, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, there's
a whole lot, like platformers and racing games and fighting games mainly.
Ooh, nice. I remember we were supposed to do something with Sonic the Hedgehog. Did you get Sonic Mania?
Yeah, I got Sonic Mania. I also got Sonic Mania Plus.
Ooh, you streamed that already?
I mean, I didn't really get a chance to stream Mania Plus, but I streamed pretty much all of Mania.
Gotcha. Damn, I gotta get Mania Plus indeed. Alright, so...
Mania Plus is really good.
Yeah, because of 2 new characters, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we definitely gotta look into that. So, going to a little deep situation, was there any big struggle that you dealt with while being a gamer from people in society?
Oh, yeah, there was a huge one growing up. But not a lot of people know this, but on my right hand, I only have 4 fingers on my right hand. I was born with no thumb. So when I was born, pretty much my pointer finger, my ring finger, middle finger, and pinky roll I had, and I ended up having surgery to end up having my pointer finger grafted over in order to give myself a secondary thumb. So as I was growing up gaming, I pretty much had to learn to adapt to different controllers, like the Nintendo 64 controller. Like, I love the Nintendo 64 controller because I feel like it was built for that situation and my hand and everything. But I struggled a little bit growing up with the nunchuck and everything with the Wii remote and trying to figure all that out, but I managed to figure it all out. Even today, I still kind of deal with the 4-fingered hand and all that stuff. Like, people end up calling me a cripple, call me ET sometimes. People really can be cruel sometimes, but nah, that's pretty much me growing up. I was just trying to learn to adapt to different controls with my four-fingered hand, trying to adapt to everything pretty much.
Well, honestly, real talk, that just made you a better person overall because you learned how to adapt and become better.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like it gives me an advantage. Sometimes I feel like it's kind of unfair.
Trust me, from somebody that been born with fangs and everything like that, I know how you feel.
Nah, I totally understand that also.
Jeez. Alright, so we hitting up to what week's gonna be. Let's see. So after everything that kept, like, you know, after everything that happened, so what kept you going in gaming day? What was your motivation to stay a gamer?
Well, you know, having good friends to share good memories with was definitely a big one that definitely ended up helping me out to get me into gaming and all that and keep me gaming. Not only that though, just enjoying all the different stories, all the different like art styles and everything that game companies had to offer. Like, you see the like work and passion that goes into these games, and it's just something that I really just enjoyed as I kept going with gaming, and it's what kept me hooked into it.
Jeez, yeah. See, I can relate to that because there's a lot of motivation that comes to gaming that keeps me going. Like, I love the idea of just escaping reality from sometime just to get into the fantasy world, just to deal.
Well,
with
absolutely, that's a major one also. Like, just being able to escape for a few hours and relax, and you know, forget about your troubles for a while. Just sit in front of a screen and just lose your mind doing something else. It's not like thinking about any of that sort of thing.
Jeez. All right, so you ready for the round of this or that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Alright, since you're a Nintendo enthusiast, I'm going to try to answer, you know, ask you some Nintendo enthusiast style questions. And you're going to have to pick between one or two, okay?
Alright, gotcha.
Alright, you're going through a cave and you need a backup. Who you going to take? Either you're going to take Mario or we're going to take Link.
I'll definitely take Mario, easily.
Why?
Nah, I like his fire power-ups, and if I need to, he always has one-ups to keep me going through the cave.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. You're in a brawling fight. You about to get into the ring. We're talking about Punch Out. You gonna take on Little Mac or Donkey Kong?
I'll take on Lil Mac. I ain't gonna try to fight against some giant ass gorilla. I'll get my ass whooped.
Hey, Little Mac took on a giant ass gorilla in the game.
Nah, I know, but at least, you know, maybe Lil Mac could teach me a thing or two. Donkey Kong, I don't know. He just has that brute strength.
Okay, alright. So when we go into vehicles, if you are in a situation in a race where you're going to take a vehicle from F1 or you're going to take a vehicle from Mario Kart?
Easily Mario Kart.
Oh, I meant F-Zero. Sorry, my bad. You still going to go with Mario Kart?
I don't know. That's actually, both of those are pretty good. Nah, I'd have to still stick with the Mario Kart.
Which vehicle in Mario Kart, though?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I gotta remember off the top of my head. The B-Dash is pretty good.
Oh, okay. Alright. So,
you know, I'd probably just stick with the classic pipe frame, though.
Jeez, see a man with good taste. I'll give you props for that. I'll give you real props for that. Alright, so to follow up with everything, how do you feel as a gamer now versus gaming back then? How do you feel the difference between the two? Was it better back then or was it better now?
I definitely have to say, as harsh as this is, I definitely think the game was way better in the past than it is kind of now. Like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a lot of good stuff in the present that we have. We have a lot more better graphics. Story-driven games have definitely come a long way, but for games like Nintendo specifically, I feel like Nintendo had a lot more creativity in the past. You had stuff like Paper Mario with enemies like the Koopa Brothers and other stuff like that. You know, games had a little bit more difficulty back then. It's not as easy as, like, giving people a power-up to let you ride through the whole entire level with no, like, sweat whatsoever. Like, there's a lot more challenge, a lot more creativity I feel in the past than there is now.
No, I feel you on that because I was just talking with my cousin. People have it easy right now because you can actually talk to the developers, let them know what's going on, and you can give updates to your game versus what we had back then. But then we had more heart in our video games where you could see all the
absolutely.
creativity.
That's definitely how I feel about it. We didn't have all these easy save files, all these infinite one-ups. Nah, we had to, like, legitimately go through Crash Bandicoot and freaking legitimately type it in, like, a 20-button password to beat that game.
Exactly, and I do miss the whole idea of the creativity, like where we had Crash Bandicoot and Mario characters. We didn't have nothing too realistic like the Metal Gear Solid and the Call of Duties swarming up.
And the Uncharted's now and all that, and the Assassin's Creed.
Even Naughty Dog went the adult route and got rid of Crash Bandicoot and just going after Nathan Drake and stuff like that. And I kind of miss that old days of Jack and Daxter and stuff like that.
Nah, I missed that too. It was a good era back then.
So many good memories. But at least they're making a lot of remakes coming back.
Oh, no, absolutely. Like, I'm super hyped for the Insane Trilogy that came out a while ago. And you know I'm gonna be all over CTR Nitro Fuel. That was one of my jams back then.
Oh hell,
I'm gonna definitely have to do something online with you if you're up for that.
Of course, I gotta get my Switch once I move. Is it gonna come out with a Switch, or you don't know?
It is, but either way, I'm planning to get a PS4 soon. So.
But honestly, I'd rather get it on the Switch because something like that needs to be mobile.
No, absolutely. I'm probably gonna double dip. That's how much I loved that game back then.
All right, so as a bonus question, real quick, what game from your past would you like a remastered version like they did with the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
I haven't really put much onto that. I'd have to say the Sonic Adventure games, honestly, because Sonic Adventure was a really good platform. A lot of people give those games a lot of crap, but yeah, it kind of had its charm too. Seeing those remastered with the engine would be really sick to have, and then just for the fact of bringing the Chow Garden back alone, like that needs to be a thing.
I agree. I really hope they do make that.
I'm genuinely surprised that Sega has not made like a Chow Garden app for phones.
Yeah, you know, that would be kind of nostalgic, to be honest. I mean, if they do remake
like a Tamagotchi type thing.
Yeah, if they do remake the Sonic Adventure series, then they should definitely bring that out. Yo, you need to start talking to them people. Like, yo, listen to Mike, y'all. Come on, Sega. Get on with that. For me, I'd rather them do a remastered and a kind of spooky remastered version of Ultra Beast.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick to see also.
Yeah, because that game actually gave me nightmares a little bit when I was a kid, but I would definitely like a remastered of that.
I definitely wouldn't mind that at all.
Alright. So, for our next question, this is going to be kind of more like a touching subject, but who was the icon in the gaming industry or the community that you admire the most, that you want to sit down, have a chat with, do whatever, and just pick their brain?
Well, one person that I actually got the chance to sit down and pick their brain a little bit with, but I would like to do more of it, is Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario himself.
Oh, yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, that's why I respect him a lot. He's like this genuinely kind person, and, you know, he cares about his fans. And he's just a lot of fun to be around. He seems to have a really happy-go-lucky personality. Like, at the Nintendo New York relaunch store, I waited in the cold for like 6 hours to meet him in person, and he actually ended up doing a voice clip for my channel and all that stuff, which was really cool. But, you know, I asked him a little bit about how it was to be a voice actor and stuff, and, you know, he ended up giving some good advice about how, you know, it's pretty hard to be a voice actor, but, you know, the more practice you put into it, the better you get. And, you know, it's a big thing to be the voice of, like, one of gaming's biggest icons.
Yeah.
It was just humbling to meet him in person.
Huh. So a follow-up to that, who would you like to voice act if you could?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I'm not even sure who I would be able to voice act, to be fairly honest.
No, I'm just saying they just stepped up to you and just like, hey, we're trying to give a new voice to this character. Would you like to do it? Like, who would you want to do it to? Like, if you want to give your own voice to a character that you like.
Maybe Sonic the Hedgehog, honestly, or maybe Knuckles.
Honestly, that would work for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Damn right. Yeah, it would work for both either. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. See, that's a good... I like your style, Mike. Mike, okay. Everybody, make sure you vote for Mike to do voice acting for Sonic the Hedgehog or Knuckles. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Little plug.
I'd be down for that.
Alright, so our final question. As always, I like to ask gamers to give out some words of wisdom to future gamers or anybody that's doing what you're about to do. What words would you drop for them?
Alright, well, this is completely corny what I'm about to come up with, but I dealt with a lot of shit in the last few years when it came to Twitch and everything. And on my YouTube channel, I ended up losing my YouTube channel at one point when I had over 700 subscribers. I had to pretty much climb back up to where I was. And something that just ended up popping into my head is to never stop reaching for tomorrow. It's kind of like a catchphrase that I've come up with for my channel. Sure, days might be pretty hard, but honestly, putting your best foot forward and looking towards the future definitely helps towards reaching a brighter future, pretty much. Like, days might be hard and everything like that, but, you know, always looking forward and always being positive and looking ahead definitely helps. So definitely never stop reaching for tomorrow.
Damn, that was beautiful, man. Yo, much appreciated. Thank you for sitting with us. Be sure to check out Mike Monster Gaming on Twitch, YouTube. He's going to be streaming. What's his streaming schedule like, man? Drop it down. Drop all your information down.
Alright, well, usually I am streaming on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York time for like a good 2 or 3 hours. I do a lot of variety content, mostly Nintendo stuff. Tonight I'm going to be doing some Smash Brothers with viewers and just chilling. Sometimes I play some Sea of Thieves with my friends. We're also getting into this program called Parsec where we all are able to actually hop onto one computer and play games together. So we might be trying to do some N64 online and some other stuff in the future depending on how things go with that. But yeah, pretty much.
Badass, Mike. Yo, thank you again for sitting with us.
Dude, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Most doubt, most doubt. Everybody, thank you for checking out Born with the Controller. Please hit that like or subscribe button. If you don't like it, hit that dislike. It's okay. The information helps me out. Let me know how to improve. Everybody, check the information below to follow Mike, to follow me, and check out all his streams. All right. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Take care, guys.